The schedule of the Lions tour for the next tour in 2025 has just come out, kind of showing the club teams and then the dates for all the games and then all 3 tests. So we're going to have a look at them all and kind of see. I'm not going to do any predictions or anything because it's still a couple of years away. Still plenty could happen between now and then. But yeah, so if you don't know, the Lions are going to Australia in 2025 as their next tour. And they always kind of rotate New Zealand, South Africa and Australia, and they were at South Africa in 2021, so they'll be Australia 2025, then New Zealand 2029. So, without further ado, I guess I'll just get into it. There's not much else to talk about, we're miles out from it, so we'll just get into the fixtures, short and snappy video. So, on the 28th of June, they play their first test against Western Force in the Optus Stadium in Perth. On the 2nd of July, they play their next game against the Queensland Red in Brisbane at the Suncorp Stadium. On the 5th of July, so there's a couple of days, there's about 3-4 days between each test, so plenty space for rotation. Every player who's selected should get decent game time before the actual tests kick off. But on the 5th of July, they play the New South Wales Waters in Sydney at the Allianz Stadium. On the 9th of July, they're playing the ACT Brumbies at Canberra in the GIO Stadium. On the 12th of July, they're playing an invitational Australia and New Zealand team. So I guess that's kind of like the Australia-New Zealand version of the Lions. They kind of pick good players from each. I don't know. Maybe it's like an A team more rather than you might not see a Bowden Barrett or something in it, but might be more kind of A level players. But that's in Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. I've probably said that wrong. On the 19th of July, the Lions have the first test against the Wallabies in Brisbane at the Suncorp Stadium. Then on the 22nd of July, the Lions play the Melbourne Rebels in Melbourne at the Marvel Stadium. Then on the 26th of July, the Lions have got their second test against the Wallabies, again at Melbourne, but in the Melbourne Cricket Ground this time. Then on the 2nd of August, the Lions play their third and final test against the Wallabies in Sydney at the Accor Stadium. So, kind of going all over Australia there, aren't we? Should be a good game. Some good games, good tests. Again, I'm not really going to do predictions or anything because we're still miles out. Everything could change by then. Obviously, I hope to cover it when it comes up, but that's still a few years away. A lot could happen and then. Yeah, that's really all. Let me know your thoughts on the games. And yeah, I'll see you next time.